tool that doesn't heat. It's like that Mitch Hedberg joke. An escalator can't break, it can only become stairs. Your hot knife can't break, it can only become a regular dab tool. So you're losing terps with this, you're retaining a little bit on your tip. There's always gonna be a glob on your tip. You're not gonna be able to wipe it completely off. You're supposed to just let it drip off, but it doesn't all drip off, some of it stays. I can see where if you're not using like a regular banger, if you're not doing a cold start, if you're dropping a big glob on something like a terp slurper maybe, if you're doing a hot start dab, if you gotta get your dab off quickly, this might come in handy. Cause yeah, I press the button for 2 seconds and my dab drops off, whatever. But I lost some terps, some of my dab stayed on the tip. I don't know. But let me know if you tried these little hot knives, these little heated dab tools. Do you like them? I'm seeing them all over. I get asked about them all the time. But in my opinion, I don't like them. I think they're a waste. I mostly do cold starts. I mostly do e-rig dabs. And I think specifically for that type of situation, you do not need this. This is just a waste of money. You don't need any of the cheap alternatives or the cheap knockoffs. They work just as good, which is shittily, but they work. So the heated tips, they might be good for some people, certain situations. If you're constantly getting shatter or certain consistencies, maybe something like this is ideal for you. But the way that I dab, I do mostly cold starts using a banger and a puff co. This ain't for me. But if you do want to come dab with me, see how we do it, tune into my Twitch stream. We do a smoke sesh live at 9 p.m. Eastern. Come smoke with me, and if you have Amazon Prime, you can support my channel for free. And if you want to hear my favorite consistencies for concentrates, check out this tier list right here. I break down all the different consistencies and rank them based on my experience. Have a lit day, my dudes.
Everybody in New York was calling to get down with Mr. Nice Guy. We met all kinds of customers, like this guy here. He's what we call an enhancement smoker, because he thinks that marijuana makes every activity that much better.
Casa su casa.
Absurd.
You're Scarface, right?
Yeah.
I love Al Pacino, man. Did you ever see Scent of a Woman?
Yup.
You ever seen Scent of a Woman on weed? That's the way to see it, man. It's just whack.
$60, yo.
It's cool, man. I got it. Did you ever see the back of a $20 bill, man?
No, I don't know, yo.
Did you ever see the back of a $20 bill on weed? Oh, there's some weird shit in there, man. There's a dude sitting in the bushes, man. Does he have a gun? I don't know, man. I don't know. What? Red team go. Red team go. It's just some weird shit, man.
Man, you fucking crazy, yo.
Oh, it's cool. Thanks, man. Hey, yo, wait. Dude, I'm gonna check out the stars later. It's really trippy. Especially on weed, man.
Thousands of people have moved to Kansas City over the past few years, and many of you have shared your thoughts about it down in the comments. Over the past several months, we've received more than 2,000 comments from locals offering unfiltered opinions on what it's like to really live here. Some of you love it, others not so much. But after growing up here, moving to Denver, and ultimately deciding to come back, I can honestly say you're all right. I'm Kyle, your Kansas City realtor and insider, and in this video, I'm going to share what Kansas City residents are saying about living here in 2025. Now, before we get into some of the challenges that locals are talking about, let's look at what makes Kansas City so special. Kicking things off with what I think is one of the biggest draws to Kansas City right now, our sports and entertainment scene. And I'm not just talking about the Chiefs, although, let's be real, we're living through the golden era with Patrick Mahomes and company bringing not one, but multiple Super Bowl trophies to Kansas City. Now, this is something I couldn't have imagined growing up as a lifelong Chiefs fan. Speaking of growing up, I moved to Denver for a while and somehow remained a Chiefs fan despite the best efforts of my Broncos-loving friends. Then in 2020, I chose to come back, and I can tell you firsthand, the energy around our sports teams is absolutely unreal. The Chiefs have completely transformed the vibe